What? Where am I? All I remember was that the Rainbow Kingdom helping out.
Time to refresh your memory. Alright, we're back again for another Saga video. I was planning on making this video tomorrow due to how late it is. Like, it's past 10 p.m. by the time I record this, but I feel legally obligated to do this today for reasons that I might tell you at the end, but probably won't. But yeah. First of all, I would like to say that this video won't really be adding anything at all to the timeline because there's nothing really new to add until episode 3 comes out, probably in a few weeks. I actually thought episode 3 came out earlier today because I saw a 9th video without this for the Transformers Origins series about apparently something that's going to come up soon. But there's only one episode so far and that's 3 minutes long, so I can't exactly cover that. So instead, this video is going to be talking about the story of Mixing, which I nicknamed the main character of the Saga series. So I rewatched episode 1 twice. Well, episode 1 once, half episode 1 another time, and episode 2 once to get a story of this character. And I learned quite a bit. So first of all, I'm just going to go straight out with the main point. I think this guy has amnesia. Do the start of the episode, we get a clear message that he does not know anything. Like we covered episode, he already remembered from Rainbow Kingdom and nothing else. Well, we also remembered about boosters and stuff, which gets me to the other main point. We're going to try to figure out if this guy's actually Time Steve in this video. There's more evidence proving that he can be, which might actually change my opinion on it. But first of all, he says that he's not even a blue seer, which I got wrong in the last video. He is like some other type of seer.
Seer. So I'm a seer. Person that can see the future. What does that mean for anyone else? They're just regular seers. Why am I different from all the blue seers? Why is the seers blue and I'm just a random color mixed with some antidote?
So yeah, he's clearly not a blue seer, like I said in the last episode. Eldest could probably still be a blue seer. Just know this guy is certainly not, and probably the only person that isn't a blue seer. He's a regular seer or a blue seer mixed with an antidote. And even questions if he is a real seer.
What? All the blue seers. Why is the seers blue and I'm just a random color mixed with some antidote? Am I even a real seer? Who am I?
So yeah, he clearly doesn't know a yacht. Which we'll see before that he knows a lot more. But I think something gave him amnesia. And I'm pretty sure it's a crash. Because in episode 2, and part of episode 1, the Purple Darkness and Water was talking about the crash.
The Purple Darkness. How did a seer survive a crash that should have killed him?
So yeah, I'm not sure if you heard that. It was pretty quiet, but he did say a crash should have killed the seers, so yeah. But the antidote might have had something to do with the crash, as you might see later. So yeah, I think that crash, which this guy was in, could have made him forget himself and have amnesia. So he could have forgot some events, which he does remember later. So yeah, short-term amnesia and stuff. Because he wonders why he's here and stuff like that, or his purpose kind of. And then a few minutes later in the video, he discovers it.
Wherever that ship crashed, hopefully those people survive. I'm not even trying to doubt they didn't.
So we know that he was on the ship with multiple other people. So I used to remember that. And there's another point that basically screams as amnesia. Because he answers a question in the video.
Why is it that I'm just here? Why was I sent here? Who's the captain? The void balance, so I'm fearing. I was sent on a mission to restore balance.
So yeah, for those who didn't hear that, he was sent on a mission to restore balance. And he also reveals that he's a Seer Steve. I'm not sure if those are different from the regular Seers or Steves, but that might come in play later. So you know that mixing the Seer Steve character, sent on a mission to restore balance, which we covered in the last video, is probably from the Purple Darkness. Not Purple Darkness, from the Wanderer. He states it's from the Wanderer. So that's Void Balance. He doesn't know that they're different characters, and we don't see a scene that he found out that they're the same character, because like 2 minutes after this it cuts to the Wanderer point of view. But we know that he's casually remembering stuff, because he just explains to us a yard of stuff that happened, and at the beginning of the video he basically knew nothing. He just knew what he was and his powers in the Rainbow Kingdom. But now he remembered that he was on a ship, he crashed with other teammates, and he wondered if he disappeared. Also, Vegeta disappeared, and the Seer Steve City, or / the Blue Seer City, the one. And, what else? Yeah, I was sent on a mission to solve the Void Balance / Wanderer. So, not a yacht, but he knows quite a bit. So he's slowly regaining his memory. So, now after that, is it time, Steve? Yesn't again? It's way more likely that he is than before. Because, as you remember before, I said he was a Blue Seer, while he's actually Seer Steve. Or some other type of Seer. I would say Seer Steve. And as you know, in the last video, whatever that word is, and not suspiciously, I implied that it probably would take like a mix of a Seer and a Steve to beat, or at least get close to the Purple Darkness and not surpass the Purple Darkness in strength. Which implied that he could definitely beat the Purple Darkness on his own. But the Purple Darkness states if he's alive, then all is lost or something like that. So yeah.
I could live alive. Not now, not ever. If time's alive, then nothing is safe.
So yeah, he says nothing is safe, so time is applied to beat him. If you're wondering why that's important, I say that it will probably need a combination of Seers and Steves to beat him. Because you see the Wanderer alone decimate 2 villages casually, and say that a Red Steve and Green Eater would probably be above him, another guy would probably be above them, the Wanderer would probably be above that guy. So it'll probably take a combination, because you know Seers can see 10 seconds into the future, but do not have access to a creative inventory. However, we can apply that the Steves do. Because you know that the Wanderer was an Orange Steve before.
And I will kill you. The Purple Darkness always has to have a deep voice. It's the reason why the Wanderer hides his little orange face. Is what? You don't know? The Wanderer is an Orange Steve in disguise as a regular person. He's a what?
So yeah, he's Orange Steve. Sorry for audio and visual desyncing. I have to do the audio on a different device, so yeah, I can't sync it perfectly all the time, so I kind of just gave up. Yeah, so we know Wanderer's an Orange Steve. Why is that important? Because the Wanderer has access to an inventory. Creative inventory, I mean. So that means we can show that maybe even all Steves have it, even we could say that this is one of the most powerful one Steves. But you know, Time Steve, probably strongest character in the verse, so checks out. So if we say that, and it's not the same power that the Purple Darkness gave him, so that means Steves can't see 10 seconds into the future by creative inventory. So that means if you are a crossbreed, we say between a seer and a Steve, that means you can see 10 seconds into the future and have a creative inventory. Even though our main character is a seer Steve and can see 10 seconds into the future. So boom, problem solved. He's Time Steve, right? I mean, there's the thing that he doesn't have access to creative inventory. But I can't explain that because I made a joke, I guess, video saying he has 7 guys to New York to get to Time Steve. But he might actually have that because you know he constantly gains memory at a rapid pace. It took 11 minutes for him to remember pretty much everything. Well, not everything, but we'll say half the stuff is a reasonable amount. And that happened in 11 minutes. So in a few hours, he's going to remember pretty much everything. So he could eventually, we say after a few weeks at most, there's going to be 22 of these body episodes. And we have this much of the 2 episodes. But eventually he could remember how to access creative mode. Well, from his Steve part of his body. He did say he got an antidote. I mean, not an antidote. So yeah, he did say antidote. It's used for viruses commonly, but let's ignore that. So after rewatching a bit of the episode, I could say that the antidote actually may have gave him the 10-second into the future thing. Because he acts like the Blue Seers or regular Seers and he questions it. So Blue Seers might not be able to see him into the future, but I'll say we can. But we know 100% that this guy can. But yeah, like I was saying, what if the antidote that he got to eventually make into a regular Seer or Seer Steve? I'll say Seer Steve because he seems to remember that. No, what if that antidote was you just adding Steve to his Seer apart? So eventually, if he remembered after the crash, he can unlock creative mode. Because we know that Rainbow Steve had some sort of altar of the Purple Darkness states that, and he said he ruined it, which I'm guessing that means destroy it and destroy the crystals of the altar. So maybe the crystals created Rainbow Steve. So that might be the same thing that happened to Time Steve. Just theories, but it could happen. Oh, who knows? So if it did happen, this guy could have been some sort of experiment. We do know he was already heading in that direction, kind of. So if they told him, which I don't know why they wouldn't tell him, in a few episodes you could actually see him in the creative mode and become Time Steve after becoming stronger. So with that 10-second into the future advantage and with that strength and creative mode, yeah, I can see him being one of the most powerful characters in the series. So yeah. So now I would definitely say yes for him being Time Steve. There's much more evidence now value backing it for him being Time Steve. It's always the way that the story's probably going to head out for him. So for the rest of the episode, instead of mixing, I'll just call him Time Steve because he basically checks all the boxes. But you know,
I find my people again. I can all this theories.
Okay, this is the end of me using lines in a video to continue a sentence. I started to say, these are all his theories because he says these are all his theories in the episode. As you saw, it took like 4 seconds just to get to visit all this Fury's part. So I'm just gonna quit doing that. I hate this. But moving on to the next segment, I guess. His actual personality. Not much we see here. We saw that he doesn't like hurting fists, but who, yes, you are paid to do it, who would just go up and like hurt a fist for no reason? No one really likes doing that, so yeah. We also know that he fears people, that he like doesn't know who they are, like avoid balance and stuff. That's kind of all we get for his personality. Otherwise, he's just trying to figure out who he is and how to get to his people and stuff. He just mentioned some stuff about the Star Force, what not to do there, but I'm not exactly sure about that. So yeah, that's kind of the end of the video for Time Steve. So yeah, I'm almost certain he 100% is Time Steve now. He'll probably in the Aqua building, like, I don't know, earliest story-wise should be like episode 10. I think by like episode 16 or 17, unlock the building won't be too hard. And if it unlocks episode 20, then I won't be that surprised. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you next time. We will be discussing The Wanderer. Maybe.